Hey everyone, welcome back to Racing for Mental Health. My name's Jose and I'm a sim racer here in Miami. Today I've got two things. I want to talk about why I started racing oval, and I also have a really cool opportunity to be able to go through the entire SIMMAX line from MPI, Max Pappas. It's a new line of wheels that they've made specifically for sim racing. So we'll go through that throughout the entire video. Getting started with why I started racing oval. Back a few months ago when I was really struggling with the road racing, I decided to try something different. And from there, being that we have the ability to go oval racing, I wanted to give it a try. When I started doing it, it was still during Daytona week, and it was Gander trucks at Daytona at night. So I was really able to just shut all the lights off and just get into it. It was like 40 laps at Daytona, and we had a few good runs where we were able to run the entire race without any yellows. But that's the other thing too. You get yellow flags, so it's different. You can play that into your strategy, and the racing itself is totally different. It's also different in the fact that when you're in the oval, you're not necessarily just doing circles. I think that there's this stereotype around oval racing where there's just like you're just going around in circles and just turning left. While there might be some sort of truth to that, the racing is totally different than that of road. The level of focus, I think, sometimes has to be even greater, because when you're going 2 wide, 3 wide through a corner and you're in that loop for 15, 20 laps, the level of focus you need is much more intense than you need in road racing. The gaps are so close that you really need to be extremely precise, and that's when this wheel comes into play. This is the new wheel that I'm starting to use now, specific for oval. The first wheel that I started using was actually my original Max Pappas for the Global MX-5, and it's a great wheel. I loved it because I was running the MX-5 back when I got it, and it was a nice wheel for the oval because it was the only oval, or the only round wheel that I had. But now, being that I have this one mounted, here's the main difference I have found. The grip itself, slightly smaller. The rim is, in fact, the diameter is slightly larger. But the thinner grip also gives me the ability to be just a little bit more articulate on the movements. I can be even more precise. I guess it's a better word to use. And when you're going through the corner and you're in that loop, it's incredibly important to be able to have a very, very sensitive feel to what the car is doing, because if you're going through nonstop without pitting, chances are tires are going to start going, and you're going to have to you're going to want to be able to feel what the rear of the car is doing so that you're able to keep the car going. So I really love that the wheel just is able to give me a little bit more feel than what it was getting on the other MPI wheel. Then the whole thing with oval, going back to when I was struggling with the road racing, it gave me the ability to just put my mindset somewhere else. And it was still doing something that I really enjoyed, which was racing, but it also gave me the ability to explore different bits of racing and the different worlds of racing, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool being able to have pit stops to play into your strategy. Yellow flags are a big part of it, because, you could easily start the race from the back, and now I'm still building ratings, so it's something that I'm really kind of working on daily. And you could easily start at the back, take it easy, and work with the yellow flags and work with the cautions to be able to work your way up to the top. And it's happened once or twice already where I have been able to start at the back and I can win the race. So, in that regard, it's obviously very exciting when you're able to do that. So anyway, going back to the SIMMAX wheels, these wheels are now being designed, MPI's been around for quite a long time. They have wheels for all kinds of cars, whether it's off-road, asphalt, road racing, oval racing, all kinds of stuff. So the SIMMAX stuff was heavily inspired by all of those wheels. You know, even this kind of GT style wheel, or just road car style wheel, is very much like the MX-5 wheel. The only difference now is that we have these bolt patterns, which basically allows you to mount this to anything, any kind of hub for direct drive. My Fanatec 2.5. This is currently on a CSL universal hub, so as long as you've got a 70mm bolt pattern hub, or the 70mm is the standard stuff, so that's going to bolt on quite easily. But then if you have anything else, you have all these grooves that you're able to move things around and position them. And then you also have the MPI cap, or you also have the one for the oval, which is kind of like it's a bigger center cap, that's for the bigger oval wheel. And the material itself, the same Alcantara that you're going to see on the other wheels. Construction feels identical. The wheel feels nice and heavy. It's got cutouts here so that if you ever need to put a push-to-talk on here, you can do that. And I think that's pretty much it. It's a wheel that I'm very much excited to keep using. As I said, I'm really trying to continue with the oval daily, and this really just gives me an opportunity to enhance my experience on the sim just that much more. So that's about it, really. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to me directly on Facebook through direct messenger or directly on the page. Make sure to visit my website, racingformentalhealth.com. And if you like this video, just make sure that you please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See you later.